Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, dear Vasco Alves Cordero, dear President, dear European Committee of Region, great to talk in front of every one of you. First of all, 1,000 times thank you for everything what you're doing for Ukraine. Without your help, we can't survive. Its life is critical, important for our homeland, for our country, and we very appreciate and never forget your help. It's very important. Second message, we're fighting for our cities, for our homeland, for our families, and I'm more than sure we win this war because it's future of our children. We see our future as part of European family. I listen many times right now from many of you about roadmap for Ukraine, master plan, Marshall Plan, rebuild Ukraine, recovery of Ukraine. And many of you think about the buildings, roads and bridges, rebuild the bridges, buildings. It's not at all. Its main priority today, rebuild the country. Roadmap, it's mean to bring the new rules for Ukraine, to make reform. Its main priority to make Ukraine is European country with European standards. It's very important. We're talking about master plan. I guess everyone listen about it. Roadmap for Ukraine. Master plan for Ukraine. I have a question. Someone sees this roadmap or master plan? Someone of you know the institution which work in this plan? Or somebody who front of this project? It's very important to think for day after tomorrow. We have limited time. We have to be successful. We have to be strong. The Russians pay attention just for the strong position. And that's why we have not so much time. We have to immediately to do it so many things to make Ukraine as European country with European standards. I mean reform. And we have to write right now the Marshall Plan, roadmap for that. And day after tomorrow, when war will be stopped, we have to implement this plan in Ukraine. Our success of Ukraine is the best answer for our partners, for every one of you. Success of Ukraine is the best answer also for our enemy, for Russians. We have to be strong and we have to be successful. And it's very important part in this plan. Self-government reform. Self-government in every country is the base for democracy, and the base for democracy in Ukraine also. Decentralization was one of the successful reforms the past years. But right now, we have very dangerous tendency. We understand it's unusual situation country in the war, but in every region, military administration take big part of function of self-government. We understand, very unusual situation, but we have to pay attention, don't to lose the ground base for democracy, self-government. And some Ukrainian authorities, they maybe doesn't have experience or maybe knowledge, try to build self-government from top to down. It's never work. The self-government, everyone built from down to top. It's main principle for democracy. Please pay attention. And I want to ask the European Committee of Region, we need your assistance to make reform, self-government reform. We have to write a roadmap with our partners. We Ukrainians with our partners. Without your assistance, we can't do that. It's very important for day after tomorrow to have this roadmap and immediately to implement reform for Ukraine. court reform, anti-corruption reform, the police reform, in many, many ways. But one of them is very important, self-government reform. Decentralization is very, very important. We expect your assistance. We need your help. And let's develop this roadmap together. Thank you very much. Thank you for everything what you're doing for our homeland. We fighting. I know clear rules, main clear rules. No fight, no win. And we win this war. And unity around Ukraine, the key for peace and freedom in Europe, is very important. Stay together with Ukraine, support Ukraine, and build Ukraine together as a democratic country. Thank you very much for your support. Have a nice day. Great to talk to you.